Alright guys, I'm on my way to a somewhat crazy off-road pickup. $50 for a lot of what is supposedly over 100 games. Honestly, I didn't really check through it. I just saw right on the first page, Armored Core for the PS2. That alone is gonna make the lot worth it, so hopefully this pulls through. Alright, just picked up this bin of games. It's like over 100 games in here. I didn't really check any of it. I just kind of saw a few good titles and just picked it up. Let's go ahead and head inside and see what we got. I mean, all of this for 50 bucks. I really can't complain, man. This is, I don't know what it's all worth off the top of my head, but I'll put it right here on the screen after I figure it out. This is incredible. I'm actually gonna end up keeping Harry Potter on the GBA. Both of the sealed copies of the Black Eyed Peas Experience and Minute to Win It. While they are sealed games, they really aren't worth anything, and I don't want to just throw them away. So, I don't know. I figure I might as well just keep them. Endless Ocean, this Jam-Pack disc, The Walking Dead, and I'm actually gonna keep Armored Core 2. And isn't it crazy that it was freaking $3 at one point? Alright guys, over the past few weeks I've acquired a bunch of games, and some of them I just can't really do anything with. So we're gonna go ahead and see if Lost Levels is gonna take all of them, and if they don't, we'll see what we can do with whatever's left. And then this little pile here, this is going straight to GameStop. This is all stuff they can take, and this is pretty much all stuff that is really not worth much, or it's straight up just like unusable. Like this disc is horribly scratched, and no one in their right mind would ever want to, have it. But right now, for some reason right now, GameStop on all retro stuff that is below 360 and PS3 generation, when they defect it out, it doesn't cost any money. So like if you have a straight up broken PS2 disc, when they click the option to refurb it, usually it costs money. But for some reason on PS2 stuff and below, it just doesn't charge me. So I basically just, all I've been doing recently is if I have broken PS2 games or something that are able to be traded to GameStop, I just trade them there and you get full credit. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, but I'm sure as hell taking advantage of it while I still can. Okay, so a little bit of a plot twist. A viewer reached out to me recently and was asking about all these games. They actually have agreed to buy all of them. So shout out to them. I'll go ahead and get this shipped off come Monday, and that's awesome. I mean, they're paying me $120 plus they're paying shipping for the whole box. That's probably a lot more than any game store could have given me in trade credit for this, so I really appreciate that. And I guess I'll just be trading in this. I'm really not expecting much now for just this box, but I mean, $120 for this, that's awesome. Well, of course, before heading out to Lost Levels, I felt like paying for my trip there real fast. So on the way there, I found an off-road deal. $10 each for PlayStation games. Got Simpsons Hit and Run, Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure, and NBA Street Volume 2. Everything here is complete, and it's in pretty good condition, so can't really complain. I pretty much, I don't know, 30 bucks for this. It's probably worth maybe 90 bucks total, all of it, maybe a little less. So I at least doubled my money, can't complain. Okay, in another turn of events, on my way to Lost Levels, I found an off-road post of someone who is just selling a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make a deal. I told them that I am a reseller and I buy things at typically 50% price starting value. They didn't for sure say that that's a good deal. They kind of just said, well, just come and check the stuff out and let's see if we can make a deal. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, just from the pictures, it does look like, multi-$1,000 amount of games and whatnot. But I checked out some of their individual listings. They are asking pretty much market value or a little bit above for some of their items. So I don't know if we'll be able to make a deal, but I might as well come and check it out. That was a really cool collection, guys. And it's gonna be really cool once I get it home. This thing is awesome. Everything's super clean. Everything should be getting pretty much top market value. I mean, this is a great sale. Okay, just got back to the crib. I put a pause on trading in things to my local game store, Lost Levels, just because there's probably gonna be a lot of things here that I'm gonna be ending up trading in, or hey, maybe doing a private sale like I did here. But regardless, everything's kind of a mess right now. I did sort of organize my whole selling area, so I've got a lot more space here and it's not as jumbled as it was before. And my packing station is actually like a real thing, and it's not just a bunch of boxes in my living room anymore. I'll go ahead and get this all situated, and here is everything that was less than $20. It's a huge majority of the collection. This is going to take me a while to get rid of. There's actually a lot of duplicates here too, so this is going to be kind of a headache. This is a lot of low dollar stuff, so it might be sitting for a while, but we'll see about that. I have my sources now. We might be able to get this moving. And here's everything that was valued at more than $20 in the collection. Some standouts, we've got a copy of Mega Man. There are some like really rare NES games here. A really mint condition Dogbone controller. Like this thing doesn't even have a scratch on it, so that's nice. Mario 3 complete in box. Zelda with the manual. Just a lot of good desirable NES games here. And then out of everything I bought, I'm only gonna keep a few things. I'm gonna keep a copy of Ninja Turtles 1, gonna keep a copy of Tetris, gonna keep a copy of Kung Fu, gonna keep a copy of Ninja Gaiden, Untold Legends, and this copy of Sudoku on the PSP. And then also in that collection was a lot of dust covers. I think it's about 55, and a ton of like plastic cartridge boxes. So that's gonna help out a lot with adding just a little bit of value to the cells. Okay, so I just kind of did some caveman math. Everything here is worth just about $3,000 sold. So let's do 3,000 times 0.78. So I should be taking home just for these items about $23.40. So basically, that means that I have to, at a minimum, get from this entire stack of NES stuff, I have to get $770 to break even on this lot that I just bought. So I feel pretty comfortable with that because this is about 360 games. So that's like $2 each, a little less than $2 each basically. And a lot of these games are worth like over $10, but they're not quite $15. So I am very confident that this is gonna end up doing very well for me. Alright guys, just saw something on OfferUp about a Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. I ended up messaging the guy, and it turns out he had a lot more stuff to sell. So I basically offered him just $100 for everything he had, and I'll show you guys what he has once I get it. So here's everything that was part of that deal. Everything here was $100. Mario Party 8, this is complete in box, super clean. He threw this in for free, so that's nice. He didn't tell me he was gonna give me this. I don't know if it has any value, this Adventure Time on the Wii U game, but you know, if I even get $1 for it, then awesome. Shadow the Hedgehog on GameCube, complete in box. The Canadian version of Super Mario Sunshine, I don't know if it has more value because it's the Canadian version and not the American version, but pretty cool regardless. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, Manhunt, Sonic Adventure, and 2 copies of Wii Sports. He told me that the discs were gonna need resurfacing. He didn't tell me they didn't work. Regardless, it wasn't really included in my evaluation, so if they do work, it's just a bonus. All right, guys, just about to go see a contact who messaged me about the games that they had. Unfortunately, they live pretty far from me. And not only far from me, they live in a place where I have to use the Cajon Pass to get to them. And if you guys don't know, the Cajon Pass in Southern California is one of the worst sections of freeway in the entire country, not only in terms of dangerousness, but in terms of traffic. And I'm gonna hit that on the way back. There was... What the f was that? Okay, just got everything. Everything was pretty much as expected, except for one thing, the PS3. I thought, I don't know, maybe a sticker was on it or something. No, it's just been like painted over white. Don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. I mean, it should work, but yeah, this is pretty stupid. But otherwise, we got just some Wii stuff, 2 Wii consoles, a DSi is in here somewhere, an Action Replay, so good lot for $150. Definitely gonna at least double up my money. Can't really complain too much. Well, except for the traffic, but before we hit that traffic, let's get some lunch. All right, guys, here's a quick look of everything that I got over the weekend. All right, so first thing are these games here. Then we've got this box of games here, this PS3, all of these games, everything here, all of these NES games, and of course, all of the low dollar NES games in the back. Well, guys, that's the second most I've ever spent in a weekend. 3,500 bucks on games. A lot of stuff there. Yeah, I think I have a lot of inventory to process. I don't think I'm gonna be buying games for at least a few hours.